Good morning. This is morning yoga. It is a routine that includes a graceful awakening, moving directly to sitting and praying for your day. I invite you to prepare a blanket, perhaps some socks or a hat, things that can keep you warm immediately out of bed. Also, set aside a glass or a water bottle, full and ready to invest your prayers for your day. Awaken. Wrap yourself in warmth so you can prepare yourself to stay warm and thus not resist getting up and moving to a seated position. Take a little time to find a comfortable seat, adjusting your sit bones and the placement of your ankles. Make a little space between your root and your feet. And after some adjustment, commit to remaining still for a little while. I typically encourage about 5 minutes. Adjust this when you need to. Breathe. Find your breath. Don't change your breath until it changes you. Feel gravity drawing you down, rooted through your spine into the earth. Pay attention to what you feel. Without resistance, you can commit to addressing these feelings in your practice. What is the unique character of this day? Breathe and be open to insight about today's unique spiritual weather and magical potential. What are you committed to doing today? Be clear with yourself and imagine into the natural character, the unique possibility of today, finding space to do what you have to do when you must do it. Begin to consider drinking your water. First thing, drink this water. It is the sacred essence of your life. Let it be the way you begin each day. Cherish it. Invest with your prayers. And feel gratitude for the sacred gift of the earth. Water is life. Be with this. As you drink, accept both the earth's sustenance and the guidance she gives us from deep within to do our work in the world and live our lives well. Setting aside extra warmth, prepare to begin your practice. Reclaim your seat, aware of the tensions that are present for you today. Bow. Bow gently. Your body is stiff, so move in a way that honors far more restrained limits. Be curious about unique relationship you may have to each pose, particularly as we begin. Your knees are slightly apart. You're breathing into your abdomen and creating space to melt your lower body. Lengthen your lower back and maintain whatever support you need through your elbows or hands for the upper body as you surrender it down to the earth. This is a bow. Allow it to feel reverent, grateful for life and this body. And begin to consider engaging movement. From the strength of your core, you will be moving up into an easy camel. But imagine it first. And on an inhale, from the strength of your core, lift up, open your heart, and come to your knees. Thumbs behind your lower back, lean back gently to the limits of now. Rotate one arm down to an ankle, the opposite up. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring the upper hand down. And then inhale, bring the next up. Find your pace. Allow the shoulders and hips to separate and get in touch with how this feels today. The head hangs naturally in each position, and explore slight rotation to the body and how such movement can create more openness. Return to easy camel and then child's pose. Breathe and surrender down, recognizing the gift you have given yourself with this initial movement. And then inhale back to easy camel and exhale down to child's. Begin alternating between these two poses with the rhythm of your breathing entirely guiding the motion. Your body is an expression of your breath in this. There are no numbers. You are feeling and becoming more deeply aware of yourself. Sense the space to lean back a little more, allowing the head and neck to accentuate the stretch without forcing it so much that you feel more in your throat than you do in your heart. Each time up, explore new places to open. Each time down, surrender a little more of the tension from your night. allow this to be in reverence to the earth, in appreciation for the gift of this body. And find an opportunity to stay in easy camel, breathing a little more deeply, exploring small adjustments to the neck and shoulders, sensing into the hips, and perhaps simply coming forward, a relatively straight spine, before shifting position and lying down on your back. Easy bridge, lower back to the floor, butts on the ground. Then hug your knees and release them to one side. Gentle twist. Hand to the upper knee. And stretch the opposite arm out, but within easy natural limits. Inhale, drawing the upper leg across the body, allowing the lower to follow. Switch sides. No strain. Find a gentle stretch and gaze slightly in the direction of the outstretched arm. And switch when you are ready on an inhale, exhaling more deeply into the twist. And switch again. Be curious about what you feel. A morning routine gives you a unique and vibrant awareness of your body. And yet you also carry unique tensions from having been still. Without judgment, learn about how you feel today. Return to easy bridge, butts on the ground, fingertips can brush your heels, hips distance apart. And begin drawbridge. Inhale up, exhale down. Allow your body to be an expression of your breathing. Holding either pose when it feels right. Because you are only staying for half a breath, you are not accentuating any part of the pose. You're entering the first easy, natural position. You typically have the opportunity to make one clear adjustment each time in a pose for the short length. So notice what needs attention. Give your body the simple shifts that help, and continue to trust how you move, enjoying the unity with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. You may always stay longer if you know that it is true and beneficial to you in the moment. In the morning, I like to move a little more, except when I don't. Trust your inclinations. Extend your legs out, and on an inhale, lift them. They're relatively straight. Exhaling them down, inhaling them up. Continue with this empowering exercise, or for a deeper challenge, inhale into a boat pose. Exhale, drawing the knees as you lean back. Finding your balance in this position is an added and graceful benefit to the day. If it is too strenuous, don't do it and stick with the leg lifts. Work to be as fluid as possible. Your body, an extension of your breathing. And on the next time down, stay. Hug your knees to your chest. Breathe space into your lower abdomen. And then draw one leg across the body, ankle above the knee. Hug the down leg, threading the hands and arms through. And draw open your hip. Switch sides. Breathing to create space in the abdomen, allowing the hips to separate. Release the pose and prepare for bicycles. Hands behind the neck. From the strength of the core, you lift your body without effort in the neck or shoulders. Straighten one leg and move the same side elbow across the body towards the bent knee. You don't need to touch. Inhale back, exhale, twist and reach. Find the natural limits of each motion. I exhale through my nose. You're not counting, you're awakening, feeling. So go a little slower to naturally feel, yet remain coordinated with the breathing. And relax your way back down, feeling and breathing into the fire, hugging the knees into your chest. And either stay or give yourself a boat pose, sensing the power in your core. And moving into staff pose, legs outstretched, hands on either side of the hips. Turn the feet down and lift your butt off the ground into an easy table. Move around and explore it, and then find the first natural lift. So you're not trying to be perfect, but lift your belly, lengthen the knees and thighs away from the spine. And then begin tables. So you're going between staff and table. Inhale up, exhale down. Your body is an extension of your breath. You may have to adjust the placement of your feet. Perhaps walk them a little further. The knees should not cross beyond the ankles. And in a healthy alignment, Your hands and heels remain in the same position. You may stay in either pose, returning to plow when you are ready, lifting through the chest, relaxing through the shoulders. And shift to puppy pose. Elbows below shoulders, knees below hips. Plant your hands down. Elbows off the ground, butt back. Inhale, forward. Easy up dog. Knees are still down. You're gentle as you alternate between puppy and an easy up dog. You can turn your toes under if it gives you better leverage, and even lift your knees if it feels like a comfortable challenge. But keep this fun. Keep it an exercise that brings you life. Slowing down, feeling into each pose, even staying for an extra breath if you're finding openness. Enliven yourself for the day. Opening the chest in up dog, lifting through the shoulders, lengthening the spine in puppy. Feeling yourself create change and empowerment with each new repetition. How can you make this a little easier and a little more alive? Breathing into your belly, keeping your head and neck relaxed. And consider coming into an up dog, walking the feet a little in, finding a comfortable position, and moving between down dog and up dog. You're welcome to stay with the initial exercise. Only do this if it feels like a good, enlivening change. Your body still may be a little stiff, so you are not perfecting each pose. You're exploring to find openness and strength. Continue to allow yourself to make adjustments. You can keep the toes under or turn them flat as you shift from up dog to down dog. Move the heels towards the ground in down dog, and yet don't force it. Stay alive throughout your body, recognizing any focused tension and distributing it by adjusting how you move and hold each pose. Consider staying for a breath or two in either pose, exploring openness. And shifting back to puppy pose, recognizing the gifts you've given your body before surrendering down into child's pose once again. Stay here. Release. Enjoy what you've given yourself. Breathe your belly into your thighs. Recognize what you feel. Do you have any remaining tensions that need attention? Can your breath address them? Or do you need to give yourself unique poses for these feelings? Now is the time to do so. When you're ready, shift to a comfortable seated position. Adjust your sit bones to touch the ground. Shift your legs and ankles until they are comfortable. Open your palms up or find another position for your arms. You may cup them in your lap or hold a mudra. Now breathe. Integrate this gift you have given yourself. Return to the character of this day. What is unique about today? Breathe with it. Commit to focusing your time and effort in the ways that will be most effective and on the priorities that matter most to you. Breathe this life force into yourself. And stay as long as you need to before consciously beginning to move and preparing to enter life with the strength and presence of this practice centered and with you throughout the day.